Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge. Now, last time we leveled up, we explored most of this very first map, and, well, I have looked at level ups. I had not previously noticed this button here. You have not yet learned to make creations. That's true. Again, we have not even started our apprenticeship. We aren't really much of a shaper. You learn about creations by using the glowing canisters you find in the ruins. Oh, okay. I guess similar to the first one we found that gave us first magic spell. I mean, I guess functionally these things are going to be just like spell books in the Avernum series that just teach you the spells. Because yeah, there's no way to just learn spells by spending skill points, as far as I can tell. But I did look at these a little bit, and these general skills are really interesting because, well, there are things in here that I tend to really like to get in games that have something like them. So leadership increases the number of options in conversations. In other words, not increasing this gives you less options in conversations, and I hate that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to invest in these. Also, costs are different, and obviously not everything costs 1 point. In fact, most things don't. General skills are surprisingly cheap, which I like. And we only need 2 mechanics to bypass the lock on this lever here, and I'm gonna want to open things, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and increase that to 2. I'm very tempted to increase leadership right away, just in case some of the early NPCs that we encounter will give us some new options like this. Helps you convince characters to aid you. I mean, 2 points are probably not gonna do much, but I could also just go with 1 point for now. As for other things, let's see, battle magic, metal. I'm tempted to increase spellcraft to have that at least at level 1, so we can get the benefit here. I mean, the 3% per point bonus to all spells is not, it's nice. It's less than you get, a lot less than you get for the individual magical categories here: battle magic, mental magic, and blessing magic. But it's going to increase everything a little bit. After a spell's cast restores 3% per point of the energy and essence cost, which is nice. So essence cost, yeah, I guess not all spells, some spells will cost both energy and essence, which is interesting because essence doesn't refill, right? So you will use up some of that and basically have that have your overall usable essence restricted by summoning things, by creating creations. And then there are also going to be some probably powerful spells. I'm assuming things like maybe revive or, something similar that you really want to, or the usage of which the game tries to restrict by, making it cost essence, which you can only restore by returning to town. So yeah, but basic things like fireball and other spells that you're going to cast commonly don't have that, so that's nice. Anyway, spellcraft, yes. So you will get a 3% refund of the cost, which obviously for 1 point, is not going to be very noticeable. Each point also gives a 3% chance of your spell to use fewer action points. So just with 0 points we don't have any of that. And with 1 point, we have at least a chance to preserve some action points, if nothing else. So it seems like I probably want to invest those 3 points. I also wouldn't mind starting to increase some intellect, perhaps, but that's 4 points. So I think I basically want to, at least get some of the general skills here, and then, why don't we do that? So 3 more points, which means I could increase more mechanics, could increase leadership to 2, which might do something for us. I doubt that a single point is going to do much. Stealth is also interesting. Each point reduces the distance that enemy creatures can see you at by 1 combat space, which seems pretty powerful. I mean, if you increase that to 10, for example, will that reduce enemies' aggro radius to basically nothing? Or is there a minimum that they will still have? I guess it depends on what their normal vision range is to begin with, of course, but yeah, it seems pretty powerful. If you are near an enemy too long, the bonus from stealth slowly goes down, Right, okay, so, but I wonder if just putting all points in here will actually allow you to just walk past enemies. Definitely intriguing, and I don't know, I guess I want to put at least some points into that, but I think I'm going to do it like this. You know, not a very combat-focused first level up, but the utility should help. And let's see if this actually works. It should. Yep, 20 XP, nice. And we get more ammo. So I'll put these here with our consumables, I suppose. Ooh, icy crystals. This crystal contains a single powerful magical charge. When thrown at an enemy, it will turn into a dangerous and damaging bolt of energy. Cone of ice. Ah, okay. Quite a bit more damage than our fireball. Also an area effect, so that's nice. Sure, let's put these down here as well, and I don't know. I don't know how many spells we're going to end up with. I suppose there are only so many. In fact, you can't see them right here. You can't see all the spells, it looks like. There are all our creation things, creation spells, skills. And here's all the actual spells. Well, I guess that's a decent number. 16 spells, it looks like. Healing craft. Heals the damage taken by a single character. Okay. So that's not just... Even though healing craft is also under the shaping skills. Healing craft spells. So I was wondering if those were strictly for healing your creations, but apparently heal, cure affliction, essence shield. Yeah, these seem to work on yourself and potentially human party members. Let's restore all nearby characters. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Many of these spells seem to mirror spells that I'm familiar with from the Avernum series, which is nice, that not everything is completely new. Yeah, anyway, so there is only a finite number of spells in the game, and I might end up learning all of them. I mean, I'm probably going to learn all of them. I probably don't want to put all of them on this bar. Anyway, I guess I'm going to just put consumables, start putting consumables from the right and spells from the left side, just, you know, to have some sort of order. Right, so that was nice. Actually, a pretty cool reward here. I could go ahead and attack these things if I wanted to. I can manually activate combat mode. I did activate the combat grid everywhere because I find that useful. So I could, but I'm not going to. We're going to have plenty of more valuable targets later, I suppose. So yeah, leave the region for the first time. And here we have the Abandoned Vale, which is not where the village is on the map, but okay, it's selected and we travel. Right, and then we are there. Now entering Abandoned Vale. That's quick save, I suppose, because why not? There's a huge stone hall just ahead. It's still intact and soft lights glow inside. Your skin tingles. There is more Shaper magic inside. Probably, if I had to guess, our first actual creation spell. Walking on dry land is refreshing. The strange essence canister continues to work changes in you. Your strength is slowly returning. Defeating foes and finishing quests gives you experience. When you get enough experience, you gain a level, or when you just walk near the end of the tutorial zone, apparently. You have gained a new level and you can now train your character. Yeah, way ahead of your game. I have played video games before. Right. So we're gonna have some battles ahead. Okay, there are multiple containers here, canisters. You immediately recognize this large building for what it was, a shaping hall. There had to be one of them on this island somewhere. I guess it's fortunate that it's right where we landed, only, you know, a couple of steps away from the shore, from the docks. Here the Shapers on this island used magic and force of will to make creations, for both utility and battle. Amazingly, this building is mostly intact. Shapers build things to last. You can see energizing pools in the side chambers. Holes in the ceiling allow light to shine on them, keeping them alive. Oh, okay. Energizing pools are living? I guess, okay. Probably need to get used to the fact that, you know, in this society, all kinds of technically living things have been created as, you know, items, as tools. Even things that you might not normally think of as alive. Right, the goo inside each pool is a semi-living essence-changed algae. Okay, there's the explanation. Capable of drawing energy from the air and the sun. If you stand near a pool, you will be able to replenish your health or essence, depending on which pool you select. Okay. In the corners of the hall, you can see 2 glowing glass canisters. The essence mixture churns and glows within, ready to give you power. It still feels like I'm getting corrupted here somehow, and like, you know, partaking of this, these easy power increases is not a good thing, but oh well, it's not like there's an alternative. I mean, we definitely did have to take the first one in order for the door to open, or the game would have ended there. So, healing pools, we still have annotations on the map. Surprised there isn't a button to make the minimap, display the minimap in full screen, but there doesn't seem to be, or maybe I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. We also do have books in addition to, the canisters, but they're probably just for lore. Making creations. To survive on Susha Island, you will probably need to make creations to fight for you. Wait, this is a codex entry, okay? Making creations. I mean, this is not very much. This is not written like in lore, but rather a tutorial text, but that's okay. When you use the canisters in the first shaping hall, this one, you will learn to create a Fiora, a small fire-breathing lizard. To make a Fiora, you will need at least 1 level of fire shaping skill, which I have. Happily, you start with this. Each creation has a minimum shaping skill needed to make it. To make a creation, press the plus button. You will then spend some of your essence to make your servant and improve its skills. Oh, okay. The more essence you spend on one Fiora's skills, the less you will have left to create more of them. You can create up to 7 servants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, right. Including this one. That makes sense. Okay, so each slot is going to be for 1 servant. Interesting. Up to 7 servants, that's crazy. When you spend essence to make a creation, you can't get it back until the creation dies or you reabsorb it. Okay, so I can choose to just cancel a creature that I created. And that gave us experience. Nice. This canister can shape you and improve this ability, create Fiora. Do you use it? I mean, I don't know. I don't assume there are any bad consequences, any negative consequences to doing this, you know. So, yeah, sure. When you touch it, you feel yourself changing. Okay, you have learned about the Fiora. This entry has been added to your codex. Right here, the Fiora. The Fiora is one of the first, or Fiora, I'm going to say Fiora, is one of the first creations novice shapers can learn to make. They are easy to shape, easy to control, and effective defenders. Because they are so simple and foolproof, outsiders often assume that their original design was easy to make. It was not. Creating the Fiora took decades of careful work. Thousands of generations of salamanders were warped, always taking care to maintain reliability and simplicity. They are far from the most powerful creation, but there is a lot to be said for ease of use. Yes, I suppose. Okay, I guess I want my... Let's see, I'm probably not going to have that many quick items on my bar, so I'm going to put my... Oh, never mind, that's not how that works at all. You just click here. And now we finally see the entire list here. Fire creations, okay. Fiora, Cryora. Well, I guess maybe it's supposed to be called Fiora then. Fiora, Cryora, whatever. Fiora and Cryora. Interestingly, even though this is clearly an ice-based creature, you know, based on the picture and the name, still under fire creations, but okay, sure. Let's see here. Fire shaping skill needed 1, which is what I have. Base level 2, which is what I am. Extra fire shaping skill 0. Extra fire shaping skill. Skill with this type 1. What? Okay. Sure, it's going to become clear. Roamer, as like the one we've seen before. Pyro Roamer. Why not just Pyromer? And Drakes. Wait, these are nothing like my craft. I guess it's sad that the ship that I came here on, which I guess the intro text said was a specially modified Drake. Interesting. Cryo Drake. All right, I see a pattern here. Then we have battle creations. Thards, Volatile thorns. Claw bugs. Look like scorpions to me, but what do I know? Iron claw bug. Sounds good. Battle alpha and battle beta. Okay. Why not battle omega? Come on. Magic creations. Artila. That's that worm thing that we saw in the intro sequence. Artila and Searing Artila. Vlish. What, is that some kind of like some sort of jellyfish or octopus? Land kraken. Charged Vlish. Glock. And Glock. Alright, okay. Probably not gonna have access to these for a while. Current SS24, right. I mean, let's start with this. Okay, it's already selected. Interesting. Symbol, wow. Levels and stats. Strength upgrade. Gives this creation one more level and one more level and one more point of strength. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Right now it's level 3. Wait, didn't it say base level 2? Level 3. Health is that more than I have? Well, it's about the same. Essence costs 6, I see. Okay, strength, agility, magical skill, endurance, control level weak. How strong your control over this creation is. The higher the number, the worse the control. What? The higher the number, the worse the control. Affects the chance of the creation fleeing or going rogue in combat. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Improving shaping skills improves control. Having lots of creations or creations of higher level than you reduces control. Okay, makes sense. So you don't go crazy and just, summon as many creatures as you possibly can. Okay, essence per upgrade. Right, okay, I see. So I could activate that and that would increase the cost to 8. Gotcha. Magical skill upgrade gives the creation one more level and one more point of magical skill. All magical effects increase by 5%. Right, melee damage by 5%. I mean, let's see here. Fire breath. That sounds like a magical effect, not a physical, so yeah, that does increase the damage. We can increase it twice. Endurance, more health. I mean, that seems nice, but it already gets more health just by leveling it up. The amount of health you gain per level. You gain? Well, the creature gains, I guess, in this case. Health is very important. Yeah, okay. Same, just a copy-paste description from my own stats. A cone of fire, breath of fire, a cloud of fire, a single target. Oh, okay, that's basically fireball then. Belches a cloud of fire, damaging all foes in a cone. Overload. Consumes the essence within the creation. Its attacks will do double damage, but it will take damage every turn. It seems dangerous. Definitely not something I want to pick right away. Because I'd like this one to last and see if I can make it last, actually. Innate haste. This character always acts faster as if hasted. Ooh. Wait. Oh, right. Okay. So haste. I was wondering if that just means more initiative in combat or actually the haste effect from the Vernum games. And yes, so you have a chance to not use all your action points, which is nice. Or rather, actually, the haste spell in Vernum gave you more action points to begin with, so guaranteed multiple actions. Either way, it's good. Fast recovery special abilities have no cooldown time. What? Wait. Like, no cooldown time? Doesn't that seem like way too good? Huh. I mean, I'm tempted to just go with one very strong minion, even if it costs most of my essence. Oh, wow. Never mind. I'm only now noticed that creations of higher level reduces control. Uh-oh. Very poor. Okay, so I should probably not do that. Ah, dang it. Let's give it one level of fire and make it pretty basic for now. It's already poor. Weak. I cannot take away its ability. Okay. Wait. Yeah, no. It will always have fire breath, which makes sense, Maybe I should just go with melee attack. No. If anything, I'm gonna increase its magic. There. We'll see how bad the chances are for it to actually go rogue. I hope not. It's not that bad because, well. Anyway, this character can shape. Oh, heal. Convenient. I will take that. Thank you. Cost 2 essence. Oh, healing costs essence. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, okay. I guess that's one of the things that you would restrict. Fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, but Fireball, at least my attack spell doesn't cost any essence, but I definitely need to think twice about using heal. All right, fair enough. Seems rough, but you know. Right. Secrets of Essence. Essence is represented by the green bar to the right of your main character's graphic in the roster. You use Essence to make creations and cast the more powerful spells, like healing. Okay. When you spend Essence to cast spells, you get it back by returning to town or by approaching an Essence pool, like the one nearby. However, making creations reduces the maximum amount of Essence you can have. Right. If you have a total of 30 Essence, for example, and you make one Fiora, which costs 10 Essence, then your new maximum is 20. You can't get the other 10 back until the Fiora dies or you absorb it. It is up to you whether to make a lot of weak creations, a few strong creations, save your Essence for spells, or a mix of the three. Geneforge makes all of these options viable. Interesting. I mean, again, I'd be very interested in playing the agent class, but, you know, this... And basically not making use of the... Oh, yeah, okay. Constantly regenerate. That's nice and all, but... yeah, and you know, not making use of creations and focusing entirely on magic, for example. But obviously, for this first playthrough, I want to experience what makes this setting so unique. So... Definitely going for the summoner here. Some leather, okay, it's for selling. Huh? Nothing on these waystones here? Thought these were going to act as signs, basically, and display some sort of message, but I guess not. Oh, okay. Suspicious corpse, the end of a dead end here. You find a sign that the evacuation of this island was not completely orderly. There is a body here. It's barely more than a skeleton. It's been here for a long time. Based on its garments, you think it was a shaper. Most of the body's clothes and equipment have rotted away, but a few items are still intact. Clearly, nothing's gonna jump out of the trees to attack me here, right? Ooh, a bronze sword. Can't equip. I mean, I probably don't want to be using my... You know, don't want to have to rely on using my melee weapon anyway, but... using something more than just a dagger, just in case I need it, it's a lot better damage. So maybe I want to increase my melee skill at least to 1 so I can equip a basic weapon. You know, a dagger is not really much of a weapon. Healing spores. Ah, okay, so that's the group healing. This gourd contains specially formulated and mildly enchanted shaper-made spores. Using this powder has a beneficial effect on you and all of your nearby creations. Oh, here it says specifically creations, and not any characters, so... Yeah, maybe... I don't know, maybe this is basically a single-player game or a single-character game, where you... and all your companions are going to be creatures that you created. Well, we'll see. Right, if you only want to help yourself, use pods, not spores. Gotcha. Put that there. Actually, let's not do that. Right click to remove. Should have known that. Good thing it didn't just end up wasting it. Okay, nothing actually jumped out of the trees. I'm surprised. I kind of wish there was an option to make my character move faster, but I looked at the options at least and there isn't, so we'll have to deal with that. As you walk down this path, you feel on edge. Your Shaper training has left you attuned to sensing certain sorts of magic. Hostile creations lurk ahead. It might be a good idea to make your own creation to aid you, yes. In fact, I wonder if I shouldn't just... I mean, since my only essence-consuming spell is healing anyway, I guess I could... Okay. Okay, you can drag characters to change roster orders. That's interesting to know. Absorb, okay. So you can absorb it like this. Instantly destroy this creation, recover half its... Oh. Okay. Can also, oh, rename it. Huh, that's neat. In case you have multiple of the same species, for example. Or just because, you know, to emphasize the Pokemon-like aspect of this. But then I never, or very rarely, give my Pokemon nicknames either, so... I'm gonna see how feasible it is to just have this one creation for the time being, and, you know, I might want to save what essence I have left available at this point for actual healing. So, how to fight? Yes. Select the space. Okay, sense and line. You maybe okay, one after the other. These buttons to set your current attack type. Select the space the character stands in to attack. Well, the enemy character in that case. Okay. You may be about to enter a battle. During combat, you and your foes will take turns moving and attacking. You can leave combat when your foes are distant or dead. Right. To attack a foe, select the space it's standing on. To use one of your abilities against the enemy, press the use ability button. Hello, Wild Fiora. There is a Fiora standing on the path ahead. It's a very common model of creation. Shapers have made them for centuries to serve as bodyguards, watchdogs, and even pets. This one, however, doesn't have the usual expression of civility and obedience. It doesn't look at you with fear or respect. Instead, it is drooling, as if it sees you as food. You have heard tales of creations which have turned on their creators, have gone rogue, but it only rarely happens. When it does, the rogue is instantly destroyed. This Fiora has spent years free of Shaper control. It bares its teeth at you, daring you to step forward. Which does raise the question, if creations only... Well, if creations are created by using the essence, you know, using up a portion of their creator's essence, what happens when the creator dies? Wouldn't that... I mean, yeah, wouldn't that make the creation disappear? Wouldn't that be logical? I don't know. I mean, we might learn more about that, but it definitely seems like I would be surprised if the creators of these rogue creations were all still alive around somewhere, right? And if they are still around and don't want these to run amok, they would just they should be able to cancel them to reclaim their essence, right? So the creators must be dead, and I guess in that case, that would mean that creations that were still alive when their creator died just stay alive until something kills them, I guess. And then the essence that gets freed just doesn't return to anyone or anywhere. It just... well, I don't know. There are some... I have some questions about how exactly these things work, but... Well, okay. And we have direct control over our creations. That's actually amazing. Let's see. Oh, what? Doesn't have any abilities? Oh. Default attack fire breath. I see. That's how that works. Well then, let's do the same. Missed? What? You can miss. Nice crit. Okay. First combat, pretty successful, I should say. More healing potions, basically. Thank you. Oh. So another one. Hi there. You're just walking back and forth. Okay, let's actually use... Wait, oh. Huh? Okay, is this not... Oh, these are not bound to... No, okay, that's F5. I see. F6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then? Who knows? But, well, at least for the first couple of spells we actually do have quick spells. Okay, this time he attacked me. Fair enough. Fireball is not very powerful, though, I must say. And now, do we regain health? Just by walking around. Health and possibly energy. Obviously, we do not regain essence, because that's the entire point. 22 health. My creature, at least, does not seem to be regaining any health. There's another one of those. Yep. 22. Okay, so definitely try to conserve resources as much as possible. Why did I not click on the thing? Okay, also... Alright, despite the fact... I was wondering, right, if my own firebolt is the same as the ability that I can put on the hotbar. And it seems like it is, because, yeah, I used 2 energy there to attack. Right? And I actually regained all that energy in combat. That's nice. So energy definitely does regenerate. Health might not. Yeah, energy just got back. So that's good to know at least. So, it's here. More money, robes, shoes, I suppose. Since I don't have any. Sandals, better than nothing. Did we fully explore here? No. Guess there's nothing else to explore. Okay. Just looking at the map there, double checking that we didn't miss anything. There is another building here, or there used to be, but can't access from this side. Maybe from the other side. Oh, hi there. Right, I mean, if this is literally the same thing, 5 to 11 damage, doesn't give us the stats here, definitely seems to be the same thing, then obviously I don't need to have the fireball on the bar here, using up a slot. So, might as well put healing right there. Okay, that door still working. Convenient. This was a storage warehouse. Well, it still is, but now instead of housing useful supplies, it holds old trash and rotten sacks. On the counter to the west, something useful remains. There are several thorn batons. Most are dried up and dead, but one looks like it's still alive. Thorn batons are one of the Shaper's most ingenious creations. They're a mix of living and inert matter. Plants, mixed with a touch of animal, grown in a metal frame, capable of firing a long, sharp thorn at high velocity. When unused, they go into hibernation and can live for a long time. Most of the batons abandoned in this room have died, but one managed to survive. How convenient. And how very intriguing. Okay, this is really just trash. However, here we have some more darts, and we have 1 thorn baton, which comes with 6 projectiles already in it, I guess. Spits out specially grown thorns, can only be loaded with thorns of the same type. Same type. Okay. Well, we have only seen 1 type of thorn, so there's that. Wait, charges. So, how does that work? If you try to fire an unloaded baton, you will automatically reload it with thorns. Okay, gotcha. That's how that works. 6 to 14 physical damage. Plus 15. Plus 15 from what? Oops. Let's see. Plus 15. Spells are increased by 26. Why the 15% increase? What skill does that? Abilities. Right, we have heal, we have fireball. Armor, stun metal. Agility. Oh, range weapon. 5% damage per point. Okay, yep. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. And spell damage is increased by... Wait. It should be 15 plus... Oh, wait. 15 plus... hold on. Fire shaping... battle magic. 8. 23. Shouldn't it be an additional 3% point... 3% increase, though? For 26. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Idiot. It's 26, not 23. Okay. Yep. Math checks out when you actually do it right, so there's that. Right, these are all broken batons, not worth anything. These M4s, though, we can sell. There we go. Alright, and I probably should... Oh, wait. Is that actually a ranged weapon, though? It totally is, isn't it? I mean... when would I guess they deal ever so slightly more damage than my fireball. 6 to 14 versus, let's double check again, 5 to 11. But of course, fireball costs energy. But these cost ammo, so I don't know if I really want to use them. I guess I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Hold off on actually using it, I should say, for now. Until I can confirm whether we will have actual human party members and, you know, potentially someone who will specialize in ranged weapons. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, especially unfortunate because we took some area damage here. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Okay. Probably could have waited until I took one more attack. Walk forward, attack, there we go. Maybe just wait for it to come, or, you know, hope that it attacks our creature instead. Don't like how often I seem to miss attacks here. Whoa! That's really bad. Oh, really bad. Crap. Okay, I'm down to 10 health. Which, I think I should be able to finish off my own Fiora. Oh, wait. I see, for a short time. Well, I guess I could always use a healing potion, but I think I'm just gonna heal through the damage. What? No, I want to press the right button. Okay, good. He's already no longer charmed. That was scary. Please don't miss. Okay, then I attack twice in a row. In a row. That's sure works for me. Okay, that was scary. Heal you. Obviously, I could always return to the healing pools here, or there might be more healing pools in here. Oh, hi, Med Thod. You enter the ruins of Quarantine Hall. It is not entirely abandoned. Yeah, well, we see an inhabitant here. You see another feral creation in the far corner. A thin, mangy Thod is leaning against a pillar, barely recognizing its surroundings. The bones of its prey litter the floor around it. A pathetic creature, but dangerous. If you keep your distance, you might be able to slip around it. Some encounters can be evaded with stealth. Foes only notice you if you get close enough. A question mark warning will appear when you are close to being noticed. Raise your stealth skill to reduce the distance where they can detect you. Okay. So maybe these just naturally have relatively low detection radius. Shoes. Oh, okay. These are a slight upgrade over sandals. I'll take it. And these can just go back on the ground. Wooden shield is the same as we have. Alright. Sneaky, sneaky. Notes on combat. Each round your character gets a base of 8 action points. If you have any action points left, you can do any action. Okay, right. So no matter what the action point cost of an action, so long as you have at least one, you can do it. Doing things consumes action points, and when you're out, your turn ends. Moving and doing actions uses them up. Moving a space costs 1 point. Using an item costs 5 action points, and attacking or using an ability costs 9. When you're next to a foe, you can only move 1 space for the rest of your turn. To end your turn early, select the space your character is on or press the spacebar. Right. Which is, at least clicking on yourself accidentally is easier to do than I would like. Well, that's okay. The order in which characters act in combat is determined by the speed. The more agility and quick action skill a character has, the faster it will act. Armor and weapons are heavy. Heavy equipment reduces your number of action points. Increase your strength to increase what you can equip without penalty. Okay. Right. I have not actually been paying attention to my action points in combat, but I'm assuming that I can equip up to 50 before I incur any penalty. But we'll see. Gonna try to pay attention next time. Oh, okay, so that does not automatically open. Maybe because this crystal is broken? More likely, though, because we'll just have to find the lever for it. Oh. This was the quarantine waiting hall. People wishing to enter or leave Susha Island through this port waited here to be questioned and inspected by the servant mind. And sure enough, the mind is still here, resting to the north. You marvel at the skill of the shapers who shaped these remarkable creatures. They were given remarkable lifespans. This thing is still alive. This paragraph seems kind of redundant, but that's okay. Redundancy is in this paragraph. A servant mind is a very specialized and useful sort of creature. Once grown, it never moves again. It spends its life in a stone crib made to fit it. Once there, it spends its entire life thinking, remembering, analyzing, and advising the shapers. As you approach, you can see the creature struggle to rouse itself from its slumber. It seems likely that it is eager for company after its years here. Wow, I already feel bad for it. That's kind of terrible. Wow, maybe I feel less bad after seeing it now. That looks really creepy. You carefully approach the servant mind, unsure how its long solitude has affected its brain. Fortunately, its eyes are clear and bright, and its body appears whole. It has the massive lumpy skull characteristic of these strange creations. Yeah, unsettlingly human-like. I would not create something that looks like that if I were a shaper, but I guess I'm not, so who knows? Or rather, what do I know? Welcome, shaper. I am Mind Tavit, it says, reflexively reading from an internal script centuries old. Do you wish to pass through quarantine? Huh, don't we all? What do I have to do to pass through quarantine? Please allow me to pass through quarantine. What happened to this island? Why was it barred? I mean, I guess this is a good time to ask that kind of question. You know, as opposed to asking that weird shade that we encountered moments after stumbling on land here. Are you alright? You have been here for a long time. Yeah, all valid questions. Although it seems to be doing alright, at least. Let's try to get some info out of it. What happened to this island? Why was it barred? Because I'm really curious. I am sorry, Shaper. I am limited in the scope of my knowledge. When I was left here, I was given no further information or instructions. Fair enough. I mean, it was probably created before whatever disaster struck the island, so it wouldn't know about that if it wasn't programmed with that knowledge after the fact. How long ago were you abandoned? How long has it been since someone came through here? All interesting questions. We literally just asked him why the island was abandoned, and he said he doesn't know, right? So, how long ago were you abandoned? I do not know. I have spent all that time in hibernation. The decay in my internal organs indicates that the time was well over a century. I'm sorry that I cannot be more precise. How long has it been since someone came through here? You are the first since I was abandoned. Oh, really? Okay. Well, if we assume that's true, that's actually interesting. Not necessarily what I expected. Why was Sushi Island abandoned? I guess asking that again is our only option. I do not know. I know a little of its purpose, but nothing of why I was left here for so long. The purpose of the island, okay. Research. Not the most useful answer you could have hoped for. Okay. What do I have to do? Please allow me to pass through. What happened? Oh, these are still the same options as before. Are you alright? You have been here for a long time. I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. You don't mind waiting here for so long? I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. I was not made to have other thoughts. Okay, let's what do I have to do to pass through quarantine? Allow me to inspect you carefully. If I judge that you have no threatening infections or concealed rogue creations, I will unseal the door to the north so that you may pass. Okay, please allow me to pass through. The creature looks at you carefully. It makes a low, soft humming noise. You don't feel anything, but you suspect some sort of magical augmentation is allowing the creature to analyze you in minute detail. Eventually, the noise ceases. Tavit says, I find no reason to impede your progress further. The exit door will open at your approach. Well, thank you. I mean, I wish I could do something for it. If nothing else, maybe end its suffering. Although it claims not to suffer, I can't imagine that sitting here forever, even if it was created for that purpose, it is all that pleasant. But you know, I guess it's not for me to decide. If he had somehow indicated that he was actually suffering, and I mean, that very slight hesitation there at one point seemed to indicate something of the sort, but you know, not enough to actually make me just go for the mercy kill here. Okay. Oh. Thanks for not attacking me. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll just walk away a little bit to make you even less inclined to come after me. Okay. Looks like when the creature is in melee range, it's gonna go for the melee attack by default. If I walk away. Okay, the creature starts with 8 action points, not 9. And walking away from the enemy, stepping away from the enemy, did not actually cause it to, lose extra action points as I expected. So that's interesting. Alright, that killed it. Was it guarding anything? Just bones. Fair enough. Of course, I wasn't quite done looking around here, although... Okay, there's literally nothing. Gotcha. I had to check. Had to make sure. Alright. Now this will open. On this side of the quarantine hall, you can see another flock of orcs, watched over by a servile. Oh. Yeah, it looks like a human, but maybe it's not. Serviles are one of the greatest shaper creations. They are the most common and valued servants of your people. Intelligent, hardy, obedient, and featuring hands with opposable thumbs. Useful. They are also easily controlled. If there are serviles here, this isle must not be as savage as you feared. Serviles are weak and easily cowed creatures. Easily cowed? Cowed? If there were any real threat here, they would have been quickly wiped out. Well, I mean, I suppose there were some hostile creatures on the other side of the store, but it was sealed until just now, so nothing would have passed through from the side I just came from. So maybe the lands on this side of the hall are actually a little bit more peaceful, at least for a little bit. Right. Your emergence from this hall is clearly the last thing the servile expected. He looks terrified at this at first, then curious. He leaves his flock behind to run and speak with you. He probably wants fresh orders. And, well, I want to... Oh, he's gonna talk to me, of course. I was going to end the episode here because, I've already managed to spend a very long time with, very little, well, what seems like very little of the game, but, still learning lots of new things and looking at everything very, very thoroughly. So there's that. Timo. The servile boldly walks up to you. You inspect each other. It seems to be the same design of creation with which you're completely familiar. Same hunched posture, number of limbs, and so on. It looks very surprised to see you. However, it doesn't have the attitude of immediate obedience you have come to expect. It seems more curious than anything. After a few awkward seconds of staring, it speaks. I don't think I'm mad. It's a shaper. A shaper has come at last. Oh, it has been years since anyone has come through that door. A shaper has come. This is so wonderful. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Timo. I am a shepherd. I graze my orcs here because nobody comes here. Oh, I must go to Valkyrie. I must tell my people a shaper has come at last. All right. So, I mean, immediately as I saw this creature and read the first description, I was thinking that there's probably going to be some sort of civilization of, abandoned... of various creations, including a colony of these serviles who have been abandoned by their creators and have just, started somehow figuring out how to live by themselves. But still, apparently, they have these instincts ingrained into them to, want to serve the shapers. And, well, it's I can already see how this could evolve into something quite interesting. Anyway, it's all pretty interesting. Tell me about Valkyrie. I've been stranded on this island. How can I get off of it? I mean, yeah, sure, I guess I would ask him that eventually, maybe not right away. Do you know why this island was abandoned? There are no other shapers here? Timo grows even more nervous. I do not... No, you are the only one. You are the shaper. The shaper. You have returned, and we can serve. He seemed somewhat reticent about saying that last word. If you need food or a safe place to rest. Though you may not be a shaper, but a guardian or an agent. What? Though you may not be a shaper, but a guardian or an agent. All three sects are generally referred to by the outside world as shapers. Oh, okay. Well, in this case, I actually am, or rather, I'm neither of these things. I'm just someone who was supposed to become a shaper eventually, but, you know, details. Obviously, Timo doesn't need to know. Do you mind me hunting your orcs? I don't think I want to do that. And I might actually make him angry by asking this, because obviously, you know, there are these instincts ingrained into them, programmed into them, but clearly he's struggling against those instructions because he's so used to a life free of shaper control. And I mean, I'm sensing a potential conflict between, you know, trying to take control, to take my rightful place as the shaper, controlling the rogue creations here and, you know, making them do my bidding, or actually allowing them their freedom. And I mean, I hope it's obvious that I'm leaning heavily toward the latter. But still, there might be some of them might be afraid of what I might do to them, and, you know. So let's try to be careful. That's right. You had better serve me, or you will be disciplined harshly. Nope. I do not require your total obedience. I only need to leave this island. Yeah. Let's go with that. That's reasonably friendly. Timo looks incredibly relieved. Of course, we servants will be glad to help you in any way we can. It is our way. We thank you, mighty Shaper, for your kindness. Right. Okay, I'll be moving on then. I was actually going to ask something else, but... Yes, Shaper. Timo steps out of your way, completely unsure what to do next. His entire world just changed in a moment. Yeah, kind of same, I guess. Oh, can I please talk to you again? There we go. Timo watches you nervously. He is happy to be in the presence of a shaper, and yet he is nervous too. He well knows how much power his creators have, and he doesn't know how to feel about it. Well, I've been stranded on this island. How can I get off of it? He looks worried. He clearly has no idea. Oh, I am a humble villager. I do not know how to leave. But in Valkyrie, there are old and wise people. They can help you. That is odd. Timo is referring to his fellow serviles as people. Creations are called creations, not people. Well, we might have to learn a new way of thinking and looking at things, since we're in this in this place far away from home. We'll have to get used to these circumstances. But it's understandable that our character, with the background that he has, would not, be able to adjust that quickly. So it's totally fine. Tell me about Valkyrie. It is our humble village. He points east. It is that way, not far, not far. I should tell them a shaper has come at last. Our home is humble and small, but with no shapers around, we did what we could. I'm curious to see it. Do you know why this island was abandoned? Has there been a revolt, perhaps? Have the creators been driven out by their own creations? I have no idea. You should go to Valkyrie. There are many there wiser than me. I should go there now. They should know there is a shaper among us. Right. I guess I should just ask questions in the order that they're presented, because that's typically how, that's how the game expects conversations to go, And if I had done that, it wouldn't have ended awkwardly and prematurely the way it did. Still, sometimes I feel like I would rather not ask certain things at all, or, ask something first, something before some other options. But, well, I guess I'll try to find a balance. We got some sort of achievement here pop up. I don't know if that was recorded or not. I also was not paying attention to what it was. But oh well. Now that you have crossed this zone, it has been cleared. You will be able to pass through it on the world map. If you want to review your notes or be reminded of your current quests, press the journal button. Right, you will be able to review special items you have found, dialogue you have recorded, codexes you have learned, and quests you have been given. Just to double check, yeah, we have not actually found another quest yet. Medal earned. Have to learn fast. Okay, there it is. For clearing the tutorial, I suppose. Alright, and with that, we actually have cleared the second map of the game, and, well, we seem to be out of the tutorial and complete hand-holding zone, and, well, we'll see what the rest of the game has in store for us. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.